Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today I have another book subscription box that's been sent to me for review to share with all of you. It is a little bit different though because it also has a travel component, which you know I love as someone who loves to travel, but I also love to travel through subscription boxes or through reading, so this definitely hits the marks there because it is of course the Wordy Traveler. Now this time around it just came in a plain black box with their little elephant sticker. Sometimes it comes in a box that looks like a suitcase, which I think is really cute, but it just probably depends on the contents of the box because of course they are going to send you a book and you get to choose if you want fiction or nonfiction, as well as coffee, tea, usually a charm, and then a few other items that are inspired by the destination for that quarter. Now, if you just do the one book option, which is what I have to share with you today, that is $54.99 plus shipping, and the shipping I think is calculated based on where you live. So the last time I calculated it, it was around $10 to me here in California, but that might differ depending on how many books you get or where you are located. Now, I do have an affiliate link as well as a coupon code for you to save a little bit of money. You can just use my name, Noelle, and that will save you 15%. I'll leave that as well as that affiliate link for you in the description box below. Affiliate link, of course, just means that I may receive a small commission for you using that link at no additional cost to you. It's a way for the companies to know where their sales are coming from, but also a way to help support my channel. So I definitely appreciate when you're able to use those affiliate links. Not all of the links that I leave for you below are necessarily affiliate links. Sometimes it's just a referral or discount code to help you out with the price. All right, so if you can't choose and you're like, I don't know if I want fiction or nonfiction, you can actually choose to have one of each. So that's a 2-book option. They also have 3-book options where you can do 2 nonfiction and 1 fiction or vice versa. And then it goes all the way up to the point where you can have 6 books and you can have 3 nonfiction and 3 fiction. So they have a lot of different combinations, but it's really kind of a way to immerse yourself in whatever destination, whatever journey they have chosen for that quarter. I like to kind of think of it as if you wanted to really almost do like a college course, right? That would be your syllabus, and you could get all 6 of the books and just have some nice tea and coffee to kind of go along with that reading adventure. So if you're someone who really loves to read and you love both fiction and nonfiction, that is a really good way of looking at it because you're going to learn a lot about the region, and that will also kind of justify the cost because obviously it goes up in cost. I won't tell you the whole rundown, but maybe I'll like cut and paste it for you in the description box below. And again, just remember the shipping is probably dependent on where you happen to live. So the idea of this box is that it transports you on journeys across the globe through the narratives of explorers, dreamers, and adventurers. And let me see if I can go ahead and get into the box because I'm excited to see what's in here. All right, so inside we have a nice looking brochure, and I'm gonna see if you guys can guess. So it does say that this is the summer journey, so we're getting that a little bit late for the summer, but that does look like somewhere I would want to go. And there's their little pink elephant, that's their logo. So in case you didn't guess already, we are journeying to Southeast Asia, so a whole region, not just one particular country. So we could get there's so many different authors that could be included in here, and I don't even know if I got the fiction or the nonfiction book this time around. So usually I think they send me the nonfiction book. Now just remember, they also have all kinds of other subscriptions. They have like a kids add-on, I think, like an extension. They have an extension as well, which I think includes other books that they've selected for that region. They have a culinary subscription that is around $65. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to ask Cindy if maybe I could try to share one of those with you. But let me go ahead and read this intro first. In a world where words have the power to transport us across time and space, embark on a thrilling literary journey through the enchanting countries of Southeast Asia. Welcome to the Wordy Trailer. It does say Wordy Trailer, but I think they mean Wordy Traveler. I mean, Wordy Trailer could work too because like happy trails. Maybe they call their book club something else. The Wordy Traveler Book Club, though. I think it's the Wordy Traveler, where pages come alive and stories ignite the imagination. Join us as we traverse the vibrant landscapes of Thailand, Vietnam, the Philippines, Cambodia, Myanmar, and beyond, delving deep into the literary treasures that define the region. Prepare to be swept away by the literary gems hidden within the nooks and crannies of Southeast Asia. From contemporary bestsellers to timeless classics, the Wordy... They said trailer again, so maybe it is. The Wordy Trailer / Traveler Book club promises to unlock the secrets of this region's literary prowess. They also haven't decided if book club is going to be one word or two. I'm sorry, you guys. I am an editor, so that's one of my jobs. And then I'm always reading this in real time for the first time when I'm recording these videos. So I read things exactly as they are written. And so sometimes I don't just do the like mental hoop jumping to fix it in my brain. So you're hearing what I see. So grab your passport, pack your imagination, and embark on an unforgettable adventure that will leave you forever spellbound. Are you ready to turn the page and discover the wonders that await? Join us on this expedition through Southeast Asia. And then, of course, we have a quote from the amazing Anthony Bourdain, who's like, what I want to be when I grow up, except for an MMA fighter. Don't want to do that. Southeast Asia has a real grip on me. From the very first time I went there, they're missing an S. It was a fulfillment of my childhood fantasies of the way travel should be. So I read it how it was printed. It was. I'm such a stickler. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize if you find that annoying. I would probably find it annoying, but sometimes my brain just can't do the change automatically. All right. Oh, I opened it up and something fell out with teeny tiny font. So it looks like ingredients. Ah, that's what it is. So they gave us a recipe with very lengthy directions. This is all directions. This is all directions. And I think they had it printed and realized they didn't put the ingredient list in there. So they did this little insert. All right. So it is directions and ingredient list for khao soi, or Thai curry noodle soup. You guys, I love, love, love anything with noodles. Any cuisine. Like it can be Italian cuisine. It can be any Asian cuisine. I love noodles. I love the carbs. I don't know what it is. The texture. It's just so good. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite Asian cuisine is, because there's so many of them, right? And even within Southeast Asia, there's so many of them. I am lucky enough, because this is a Thai curry noodle soup, I'm lucky enough that I would probably not make this myself because it looks very involved in terms of like making your own curry paste. Like that's a lot. The closest restaurant to me that does takeout, like literally it's not even half a block away, so I'm just admitting that I'm a little too lazy to make this myself. I'm very impressed with people who cook Thai food. So yeah, like, and sometimes some of the things are harder to find in every grocery store. Like they have daikon, lemongrass. Like so you can't always get that like your regular like grocery store. And of course the like galangal, which is I think the ginger. So a lot of stuff to get, and then a lot of assembly to do, because it is a Thai noodle soup with egg noodles served on in coconut milk based curry broth and topped with crispy deep fried noodles. It is a dish that will impress. It would impress me if I managed to make that for sure. They also have, let's see, oh yeah, the culinary box would have been great for this one. Fun facts about Southeast Asia, like in Thailand, Buddhism is the national religion. The country has over 30,000 temples. Let's see, what else? Southeast Asia includes over 20,000 islands scattered through the Pacific and Indian Oceans. Indonesia has over 13,500 islands on its own. I've been lucky enough to get to travel through quite a bit of Southeast Asia. I still have quite a bit to see. I would definitely like to go back to a lot of those countries. I'm trying to get back to Vietnam at the beginning of next year, even though I've been there before, just because I think it's an amazing place. It's beautiful. The people are kind. The food is amazing. My husband's never really been there, so I know he would prefer me probably to take him to Bali for him to go surfing, but I think we're going to go to Vietnam. So he's also like a big history geek too. Like he's, not that he necessarily knows it and is a historian, but he's always interested in learning about the histories and cultures of different places. On the back, we have kind of like an ad for Adventures by Disney, but a trip that looks pretty cool. And of course, that nice sunrise view of Angkor Wat. And then we have some movies about the region, like The Lady, The Killing Field, man, that was a heartbreaking movie, and Indochine, which of course won the Oscar for Best Foreign Movie back in 1992. I remember it well. I don't think I saw it when it first came out, but good movies. Now, usually there's a product card in here that gives us a rundown on all the stuff that's extra from the destination besides the things that are always in a Wordy Traveler box, like the coffee, the tea, the charm. But I don't see one this time around, which is no matter. We'll figure it out ourselves, right? So let's actually have a secret password while we're at it, since we were talking about food, or I was talking about food. Let's have it be curry. So when you come across a secret password in one of my videos, you want to enter it along with your contact information in the Google form linked for you in the description box below. And then 5 days into the following month, so in October, so you have a little extra time to get all those secret passwords in. They're not in every video, but they're in usually like 10 to a dozen videos every month. Then I will use a random number picker to select a few winners to receive a mystery box as my way of saying thank you so much for watching my videos. You have to be 18 years or older. You have to have a US or Canadian mailing address. You just remember, it's not affiliated with YouTube or any of the boxes that I open here on the channel. It's just my way of saying thank you so much. And let's see, you have to be subscribed to my channel too. You don't have to be publicly. We kind of confirm via email. Make sure you actually respond to the email and be on the lookout for it around the 5th or the 6th of the month, because so often I send people the winner email and they never get back to me, or they don't send me the screenshot, or they don't send me their address. So make sure you keep an eye out for it if you do decide to enter. Today's secret password was curry. So here we go. Here are our contents. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what we've got, and then we'll see if I got a nonfiction or a fiction book this time around. So our Wordy Traveler exclusive. So we got our Fair Dinkum coffee. It's a Sawati blend. So it's got a so again, that's Thai, like sawadika, I think. So this is our little elephant. I'm not sure what the blend is though. So, but it's a coffee blend. All right. But it doesn't tell us like the flavors or the notes. So I'm wondering if there's like a card missing maybe. Here is from the Ohio Tea Company. This is the Thai lemon ginger. Ooh, it's rooibos ginger, pineapple pieces, lemongrass, lime leaves, lemon, lime, calendula petals, and natural flavors. That actually sounds really good. It sounds like a Thai soup of some sort. So I think we got two like Thai inspired items there with the coffee and the tea. And then in here, here's our charm. They kind of put things in the little organza bags. Oh, this is pretty. So this is like a little like a lantern, I think. So this is the charm. So if you have been getting Wordy Traveler boxes for a while, you might have like a charm bracelet, or I don't know what else people would do with these. You could make them into fun bookmarks, but this is a cool little lantern, pendant, or charm. So I'm not sure about the significance of that, or what country it's supposed to represent in particular, or maybe it's just generally they're used throughout Asia. And then this is a really pretty kind of Asian inspired, like looks like a fan bookmark. So let me see if I can get into this. Maybe. Sometimes I can. Oh, so this is really pretty. So this kind of looks like, you know, some of the ornamentation that might be on some like temples or buildings. You can see it's like slightly engraved, and then you can just use this as a little bookmark or on your page. All right, so that was a little extra, a little bookish thing. I think we usually get like a bookmark, right? So those are the things that are like almost always in a Wordy Traveler box. And then usually there's like 2 or 3 other items. So the charm, the coffee, the tea, and then, oh, this is like a shirt or a smock or something. It is 100% polyester, and it is made in India, which counts as Southeast Asia. They didn't mention Southeast India in that list of countries, but all right. Wow, I don't think I've ever gotten like a dress or an apparel item, maybe like a scarf or something. How cute. I wonder, so it's one size fits all because it's got like a drawstring. I don't know if you guys can see that seam. So you can cinch it. Huh. So it does kind of have that like poly feel. So here are my drawstrings. They kind of blend in, right? So you can create like a little more cinched effect here. But it seems pretty open on the sides. So I think it's like a cover up. So here is the sleeve. And then it is sewn down the sides here. So it's like a summery cover up. But this could look really cute with like just over like black leggings. Huh. I mean, it says one size, but like, let's be honest, it's probably not gonna fit everybody, but that's kind of cute. I'm surprised though, because the print doesn't feel particularly Southeast Asian to me. Maybe it's just because that's where it's from, but it doesn't even feel like necessarily a super Southeast Asian style. But maybe it's because there's a lot of beautiful resorts where you could use a nice cover up by the pool. But let's see. I mean, it is pretty wide. I'm going to show it to you from seam to seam. So let's see. Why can't I find that? All right, from seam to seam, from where it's cinched, you can see it's probably a good little over 24 inches. So like the waist is probably like, you know, 56 inches, 60 inches around. So it will fit a lot, but not all. One size fits most. Seems a little bit more accurate. Interesting though. Never gotten an apparel item. Kind of cool. Interesting. Oh, here's another thing though in the bottom before we get to our book. They always give us an art print from the region too, that you can use as a card, or you can use and frame. So this is kind of cool. So it came unfolded. I guess you could fold it this way. I guess you would fold it this way, so this would be the cover. So here is an image of some temples. Let me see. I guess this is probably Angkor Wat. Let me see if I can slide this out. Sometimes they give it to us in a really nice mat, but it's kind of like a postcard essentially, but it doesn't have any information about it. So this just looks like a temple out in the jungles. So it is really cool. I did a lot of like temple visits when I was in Cambodia especially, and it was really cool. I had the opportunity to visit a lot of places on my own because I was supposed to meet a friend who at the time was living in Singapore. He decided at the last minute to go on a trip to Vietnam with his girlfriend at the time, and just happened to book it when I was coming to visit. I don't know what that was all about. So I wound up going to Cambodia by myself, but I had a grand old time. I had a lot of massages. I did a lot of shopping. I went on a lot of tours. It was actually one of the last times I traveled by myself, which I don't mind. I do highly suggest it. I think everyone should do it at some point, but I now like to share my travels with my husband or a girlfriend. I just have more fun. But this is our art print for this time around. It's kind of more like a postcard that's in like a little photo frame note card. So I kind of miss when we got like the nice matted ones, honestly. Although I don't know, because it doesn't have more information about it, even though I do like to collect art pieces in my travels, I don't know that I would frame that one because I don't know where it is exactly or who the artist is. All right, so this is my book. This is a nonfiction book. It is The Mediocre Monk, A Stumbling Search for Answers in a Forest Monastery by Grant Lindsley. It's got a funny cover, very yellow. All right, so let's read the blurb on the back and see what this is all about. Funny, perceptive, and deeply personal, Mediocre Monk follows Grant Lindsley's rocky journey towards spiritual growth, one that ultimately leads him to places he never imagined. So he is a writer in Brooklyn, New York. This is a picture of him. So this is definitely a travel book in the sense of it's someone who goes searching for answers in a foreign country, a country that's foreign to them. After the sudden death of a friend, Grant Lindsley abandons his corporate job to train as a monk in one of the strictest Buddhist traditions on earth. It's like a slightly stricter but male protagonist, Iprelov. Lost and bereft, he believes he can find answers in the mountains of Thailand. He shaves his head and eyebrows, eats one bowl of food a day, and lives in a cave, his solitude punctuated by brushes with snakes, scorpions, and drug smugglers. But Lindsley can't transform himself into the profound guru he envisions. He's hungry, restless, and lacking in the humility that monkhood requires. Eventually, he exhausts himself into moments of genuine growth, but not in the way he expects. Rather than transcending grief and becoming entirely self-reliant, he is surprised to find solace in allowing pain and reopening himself to community. For anyone who has nurtured a fantasy of dropping out in search of answers, Mediocre Monk suggests a reality that is far more complicated and rewarding. So you can't just go backpacking and become a monk and solve all of your problems, right? So I feel like that's a very romantic notion, that I'm going to quit my corporate job, not that I've ever had one, and find answers and be serene and at peace because I'm going to become a monk in Southeast Asia. So I hope that this sort of fractures that mythology, that sort of contemporary Western world view of Asia through his personal experience. It's not probably a book that I would honestly pick up for myself, but I am curious to see, because that's how I experience, even though I am Korean, that is how I experience all of Asia, not just Korea, but also Southeast Asia because I'm adopted. So I feel like in a weird way, it's almost more authentic to be seeing it through the eyes of a Westerner who is visiting. Although I would this is one of those cases where it would also be nice to have complemented this book selection with something from an author from the region too. So let's just go over everything that we got. So I got this nonfiction book, which does sound interesting. And then we got our classics of a Wordy Traveler box, which is our art print. We got our charm, which is this little lantern charm. We got our coffee and tea, both of which I think are Thai inspired. Don't forget, we got that recipe to kind of tease you and inspire you to maybe check out their culinary subscription box. And of course, we got this little bookmark, which definitely has some Asian vibes to it. And interestingly enough, I feel like usually we'll get like a jewelry piece or like a home decor piece. This time around, we actually got an apparel piece, which is cute. 100% polyester, so not like the most breathable fabric. I could see myself wearing this, but it doesn't necessarily feel particularly Southeast Asian to me, unless it had a little bit more of a backstory in terms of why it was selected for the box. But you guys let me know what you thought about this box. Don't forget to tell me your favorite Asian cuisine. I'm very interested in this little unofficial poll. And let me know what you guys thought about this. And again, just make sure, if you watched this far and you missed it, there was a secret password in here. Of course, of course. Thank you so much for being patient with my skipping days for the last week as well. We should be back on track to have videos every day. Thank you for being patient with me and watching the heck out of the videos over the past 10 days. I'll see you soon.